So underneath here, we'll just kind of step through, I guess, the wiring that helped me circumvent that problem I was having. Is basically the alternator needs to be excited. So in order to do that, it's going to require some charge coming from the ignition. So this is called the idiot light. In my case, it is right there. I'm getting positive off of this terminal, which is charged when the ignition's in the run position. The positive then flows through to this light here, and then this, when the alternator's not charging, is acting as negative earth through to the terminal on the back of the alternator there. So if you turn your key on and the light's on, it's just going to indicate to you that the alternator isn't charging. So the idea is, once the alternator does put out charge, this wire becomes, 12 volt positive coming up through. So that'll just make this a dead circuit, and the light will turn off, so that way you have charge. The back of my alternator looks like this. This is a Bosch alternator. For some reason this is black, but that is your battery feed coming off there, positive to the battery. And this here is the exciter wire that's coming down from the ignition panel. And over here you've got your, I think it's a suppression capacitor, but that's basically just feeding your tacho information about your revs. Cool. Alright, so here we have the exact same alternator, the older one that I'd replaced. Your regulator sits in there like that, but basically what we want to look at is, there's your battery. That is what you want to put your exciter to, D+, and here is the suppression capacitor, which puts out the feed to the tacho. So there's just, I guess, essentially 3 wires in my case, but it's important to, I guess, just refresh everything in here to make sure that it's working as it should. Alright, so if we're going to sketch it out, it looks something like this. There's your battery. You switch the idiot light or just the LED on your cluster to check the charge, and your alternator. So you're going to want to put positive off your battery. So when it's in the run position, it goes to the light. From there, you want to send this down to your exciter wire. And from there, you've got this back up to here. This will be earthed out, and that's earthed there. So that's, in the essence, the basics to it. Alright, so here we are up at the cluster. Here, your alternator light is what we were talking about earlier. That's got the charge flowing through it to excite the alternator. We'll start it up, but just with small diesels. This is a 24 horsepower Kubota, I believe, so it should be similar if you're having this issue with a tractor or anything like that. But basically, it needs a high, RPM range to be able to excite it. Well, at least in my case anyway. We'll give it a glow. So on first startup, no tacho light, still on, we're not charging. I like to just bring it just to an idle for a second, and then hopefully with some increased revs, we should get that light off and it should charge. There you go. So now it gives us the functionality of the tacho as well. And lights off. So that's charging.